The story of Prophet Ismael, Ishmael in the Bible, is a key narrative in Islamic tradition and is also significant in Judaism and Christianity. Ismael is the first son of Prophet Ibrahim, Abraham, and Hajar, Hagar. His story is deeply tied to themes of faith, sacrifice, and God's mercy. Prophet Ibrahim was a devoted servant of God, living in a time when people worshipped idols. He and his wife Sarah were childless for many years. Sarah, realizing her old age, suggested that Ibrahim marry her handmaiden, Hajar, in hopes of having a child. From this union, Ismael was born. Shortly after Ismael's birth, God commanded Ibrahim to take on their infant son to the barren desert of Mecca, modern-day Saudi Arabia. Ibrahim followed God's command and left them there with some provisions of food and water. As Ibrahim was leaving, Hajar asked if this was a command from God. When Ibrahim confirmed it, she accepted the situation with faith, saying that God would protect them. When their provisions ran out, Hajar began to search desperately for water. She ran between the hills of Safa and Marwa 7 times in her desperation until the angel Gabriel appeared. With a strike of his wing, a spring of water gushed from the ground, now known as the well of Zamzam. This miraculous source of water allowed Hajar and Ismael to survive, and soon people began settling in the area, which would later become the city of Mecca. Years later, when Ismael had grown into a young man, God tested Ibrahim's faith in a profound way. In a dream, God commanded Ibrahim to sacrifice his beloved son, Ismael. Both father and son were ready to submit to God's will. When Ibrahim was about to carry out the sacrifice, God sent a ram to be sacrificed in Ismael's place, showing that the test had been passed. This event is commemorated every year during the Islamic festival of al-Adha, the festival of sacrifice. It symbolizes obedience, faith, and submission to God. Ismael is regarded as a prophet in Islam, and he is considered the forefather of the Arabs, particularly through his descendants, the Quraysh tribe, from whom the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born. In the Islamic tradition, Ismael helped his father Ibrahim build the Kaaba, the sacred structure in Mecca that is the focal point of the Hajj pilgrimage. In Judaism and Christianity, Ismael is also recognized as the son of Abraham, but the focus in these traditions is more on Isaac, Abraham's second son by Sarah. Ismael is seen as the ancestor of various tribes in the Arabian Peninsula, but the biblical narrative focuses less on his prophetic role. The story of Ismael is a profound example of faith, patience, and trust in God's plan, with enduring significance in the Abrahamic religions.